So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Snickers, 66.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dalton here from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rudolph on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
368.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
57, you got 59.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Open man is Uzama. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch catch him off balance.
And he did. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They will snap it to Rudolph. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bullock missed it. No good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit!
Rudolph on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And McDonald here over the middle. And it's a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Second down, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
There you go, 368.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on third down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Dalton, first and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. It's second down. Dalton looking. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go on the ball.
Passing, it's Dalton. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Back now in Pittsburgh. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Dalton once more. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10 for Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Bernard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
368.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. This will be Dalton again. Underneath, this is Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton throwing on second down. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Right now, clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Detroit! Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now it's Rudolph going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Rudolph again. And he comes back with one complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Ross to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. A victory there would mean their 6th on the year. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rudolph going to look to throw it. Now he'll let it go on the run. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now here's Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green with a catch left side. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Rudolph now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They will throw it here with Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Detroit!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.